Hey everybody, Patty Ann here. Hey, I was looking for something to do with embroidery today, and I came across this really adorable digi stamp, and I wanted to show you how easy it is in Silhouette Business Edition to make a cutout piece, a perfect piece for your Cricut machine. So let's go to Silhouette and let me show you really quickly how this works. I'm not doing embroidery today. This is simply for Silhouette, for Cricut machines, any machines you might have, and how you can change a digital stamp into something this cute. Now let's go back here. Okay, so this is the stamp that I got, and if I scroll way in, you'll be able to see who I got it from. Connie Fung. Okay, I'm going to scroll back out. I can leave that in there, no biggie. So this is what I got when I bought it from her, and it costs like about $4 when you added in the tax, which is really a great price if you ask me, because you know how much stamps cost and the die cuts to cut them. Well, I'm going to show you why you don't need to buy those metal die cuts anymore if you have the Silhouette Business Edition and you want to use it with your cutting machine. I think over the long run it would really save you a lot of money. But check this out. Isn't this bird just adorable? Look at that little face. I love it. All right, let's get busy. So the only thing you have to do is this. I'll take this picture. I'm going to come way over here to these icons on the right, and I'm going to go to the one that looks like, to me, a piece of toast. Right here. It's the trace panel. I'll click on that to open it, and when that panel opens up, I'll say select the trace area. So I'm going to go ahead and just select this trace area, and it's going to put yellow around here, everything it's going to trace. If I'd like to, I can up the threshold a bit by moving this threshold button over to the right. When I'm satisfied that it looks like it's gotten everything covered, all the black lines with the yellow, I'll say trace. Once I've done that, I can move this piece out of the way, and I'll move this onto my mat so you can see it. Now, I'm just going to come over here and color it in black, and I'm going to make the lines black. So there it is, perfect, right? But there's no offset around here, and it won't be easy to cut him. So what do you have to do? Silhouette Business Edition, simply come over here to this star. It says open the offset panel. I'll open that, and then I'm going to click on offset. Now it might come in exactly the way I want it to because I've already done this, but if it comes in with a smaller offset, let's see if I can get this to show you. Okay, so right now I don't like the way this offset is because I know there's going to be a little tiny bit of a problem right here because these are not connected. I want there to be an outside line around this sticker or this design that I'm making for a card. I want it all to be connected. So what I would do then, well, it looks like I'll have to get rid of this first one. Let's delete that and start again. I'm going to offset it, and this time I'm going to say offset, and I'm going to make it a lot bigger, Watch this area right here till it kind of overlaps. Okay, check it out. See how it's overlapping right there? Probably didn't need to make it quite so big. See if I go back some. My computer's working a little bit slowly right now because I have my embroidery machine software open. I have Paint Shop Pro open. I have Camtasia open, which is my recording software. So it's why it's going a little slower than what yours will do. But anyway, once I see those are all connected like that, I'll just say apply. And I'm going to scroll out so we can see what's going on. So now what I can do is I can move this piece, the black piece, out from inside of here. Now notice these red lines are where it's going to cut, and I don't want all these cuts in my offset. So I'm going to click on this to highlight it and simply come up here to where it says Object, Release the Compound Path. Doesn't matter if you know what that means, just do it. Release the compound path. That put little boxes around all of these pieces. Once they're all have boxes around them, I can right click and say weld. Notice, voila, just like that, all those little holes are gone. Then I'm going to click on this again to highlight it. If I can, oh, it's already highlighted. And I'm going to come over here on the very left, and I'm going to change the color of the offset to white. And then I can move this guy back in here. And I can group these together and go to send them. If you're using your Silhouette machine, you're done. All you have to do is print it first and then say cut the edge. But of course, as you know from my tutorials, you would need to turn on your registration marks like that to make sure it's within the registration marks. Okay. Now, for Cricut Design Space, on the other hand, what I would do is this. If you'll notice, there's a little red line around this. I'm going to go ahead and make that a light gray color. And I'm going to, right here where it says 0, 0 for the point size, I'm going to make it maybe a 0.50. And then I'm going to grab everything, whoopsie, grab it all and group it. Perfect. Now, for Cricut Design Space, I'm going to go to File, Save As. I'll say Save Selection. Let's just select this. File, save the selection, just the stuff I have selected, save it to the hard drive, and I'm going to come right down here. Now, this is why you need the business edition, so you can save it as some other type of file. I'm going to save this one as a PNG. And there you see I've already saved it once, but I'll name this YouTube Snowman 2. So we know this is the newest one I just did, 2. And I'll save it as the PNG and say OK. Now it's going to ask me if I want the background to remain or to be transparent, and I'll say yes. See, transparent background, yep. And you can do dots per inch. You can make it 150 if you want to. You can make it 300 if it's something you really want to have a lot of detail. And you say save. And now all you have to do is open Cricut Design Space. And here's the one I've already done. But let's check this one out now. I'll go to Upload, Upload an Image, Browse. And there it is, YouTube Snowman 2. Open. And there he is. I like to do complex, and I'll say continue. And there he is. Apply and continue. And of course, this is not going to be just a cut. I'm going to print and cut him, so I'll check on this one, say OK, or upload. And then I can insert him or add him to the canvas. Now this one I did a little bit differently, but it doesn't look that much different. It's awfully big though, and you might want to make it smaller. And again, I have so many things open on my screen that I'm having a hard time getting it to function properly. Now I even have Cricut Design Space open in addition to all those other programs. Okay, so it's saying to view the warnings on my layer over here, because the one that I've done just now is too big, and this is messing up. But again, it's not any fault of Cricut. It's because of my machine can't handle all of this stuff. So I would anyway need to make this smaller so that the print and cut, let's get rid of the first one. Trying to click on this and waiting. But you can see how adorable this is and how easy it's going to be to do this. And still have to make it smaller yet. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard. Now we have this one just. And if I was to make it, uh-oh, another warning. Is it still too big? Yes, I guess it is. There we go. There we go. Print, then cut. And by the way, if you're wondering how I made the background green so we could see it easily, look right here. It says blank canvas. When I click on that, it doesn't look like anything happened. But if I look up here, the word color is here. And I can change this to any color I'd like. Okay. So I can see how it's going to look as a print, then cut. And then if I go to make it, of course, it's going to make me print it first, and then I'll put it back in my machine, and it will cut it. So that's it. I hope this was helpful. I think it's really a cool way to be able to use digital stamps and not have to pay all that money to get the cutter. hey, if you already have a cutting machine, you don't have to buy all those dies. You can do this yourself and then color it. And as a matter of fact, you could have done this over here. You could have changed this into an SVG if you've been watching my stuff, and I could have colored it right here. And when I printed it, I could have printed it in color. So I hope you like this. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hopefully I'll be back with another embroidery or just a fun video soon. Thanks, you guys. Bye.